Hello everyone, hello and welcome to this very special video in Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I am the Black Shadow, and I'm not putting up any fancy titles tonight because, well, it's pretty obvious what this is going to be about, folks, whether you are watching this LP or just clicked onto the video, because this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Yes, we are going to be taking on Omega Weapon in this video, folks, and you will also notice how I've mentioned that it will be without invincibility, and for people who have been following this LP, may not know what I'm talking about when I mention about invincibility. I've not actually mentioned it, so I'll quickly I'll mention it actually, folks. Over the period, of course, of the game, we have got a couple of items which, there is a status effect called invincibility, mainly these two, Heroes and Holy Wars. Now, what you can do is, the Hero works with one character, Holy War works with all party members, and basically what it does is, basically you can use it in battle, and for a fair while during that time, all characters are completely invincible. They cannot take damage, they cannot die. Now, because of Omega Weapon, and because of the type of fighter it is, and the fact that he has a shade of over 1.1 million health for this is not going to be a quick fight. Now, one thing, tactic that is used a fair amount, especially like Holy Wars here, is if you go to card modification, there's a couple cards you can mod to get hold of some special items here. If we go to, where is Gilgamesh? There's Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh can be refined into 10 Holy Wars, and Laguna can be refined into 100 Heroes. Now, what you can do here, folks, to help you get through this fight, is you can just have people on item, just using Holy Wars and Heroes the entire time, and then just simply casting Aura on everyone, so they can always use their limit breaks, and just completely trash Omega Weapon, basically. But we're not going to do that here, because, no, we like here in Black Shadow Incorporated, we don't like doing things the easy way, because it's just not, it's not how we roll here. We like to do things and have it as a challenge, which is why I am blocking the use of Hero and Holy War in this video. You'll also notice that, of course, none of our characters are level 100. School's reasonably close, actually, but I know a fair few videos will have everyone's like level 100 and everything like that, but we're not using that either. So this should get very interesting here. I have spent a lot of time fiddling around with junctions and magics and all sorts of things I've been fiddling around with off-screen, folks. Now, before you fight Omega Weapon, there's a few things you have to do, and if you do not do them, you will fail. And I honestly mean that. And the first one you'll notice is everyone has maximum 9999 health. This is essential. If you don't do that, you will die. The Omega Weapon has an attack that will do 9998 damage to every character. You can't change that. No defense against that except having maximum health. So you have to do this, otherwise you won't win. Simple as that. So that's the first thing you got to do. Now you also notice I've got Irvine and Selfie in the party here. Now this is a... it depends really here, because the problem you have with this doing this fight is that obviously we can't break the damage limit. No, we can't do that in this game, apart from like a very few rare circumstances. Now obviously School's fixed, and you have a decision over who the two people you want to take with you. Now I know probably a fair few people would probably take Renoa and Zell here. The reason I'm not is I'm taking Irvine over Zell. Well, I'm not using Zell because there is a particular tactic you can use against Omega Weapon called the Armageddon Fist tactic, which I'll talk about when we're fighting him. But I could use that. It really makes that fight a hell of a lot easier. But again, I'm not doing that because it's a little bit half of an exploit of sorts. Not really, but you know, it's taking advantage of the system a little bit. And I put Irvine on him simply because of, half because of his fast shot, which is going to be lethal when I get it sorted, And as far as Selphie's concerned, again, a lot of people probably put in Renoa. And the reason for that, well, partially because the main character, with school and that. To be quite honest, folks, after you've junctioned, everyone, sort of like, I've got like as a spellcaster, there isn't really much to choose between Selphie and Renoa other than limit breaks. And to be kind of honest, I kind of want to have Selphie's limit breaks rather than Renoa. Alright, Selphie's is a bit more random-ish. But to be honest, one of Renoa's isn't... Well, it's okay damage, but there is also a... her invincible move, which will make all party members invincible, which I don't want that to suddenly happen, because that will really annoy me. I know, like, Wishing Star and these will do physical damage, but I don't want to do that. And I like Selphie a lot more than I like Renoa. So Selphie's going to get the nod here. You could take Kisa with you as well if you wanted to. If you get a Shockwave and Pulsar blue magic spell, which I don't have. And in fact, that's actually quite well hidden. That to get hold of that, you need 100. Is it Curse Spikes or? Yeah, I think it's like you need like 100 Curse Spikes, which teach that, and then you need Siren to become level 100. Because she learns a special ability at level 100 or something like that. And you can refine those into whatever an item it is, which basically teach, which I think it's like a black, I don't know what it is, which basically teaches her that Shockwave also can break the damage limit. It's one of like 4 attacks other than Eden, the Guardian Force, which can break it. The Kamikaze attack can break it. And in a technical sense, the Cactual can break it, because at level 100 he'll do 10,000 damage. So in a technical sense he can break it as well. And the only other thing as well to note, folks, is that when we go fight Omega Weapon, although he's got a huge amount of health, his biggest weakness is the fact that his attack pattern, it just goes in circles, basically. It's very predictable. Is that at the very beginning of the fight, he will start off with level 5 death. So obviously, if you've got anyone with a level that's multiple 5, i.e. level 100, you will need to junction 100 death spells to your status defense. But no one is that, so don't worry. And partially because as well, it makes a really good luck spell actually does death. It's pretty good. Aura's a little better, I suppose, not that much. But this is what everyone's stats looks like. School maximum attack, strength, even Selphie maximum magic. Irvine is pretty damn good, actually. He's really good. Arguably, he's not too far behind Selphie here, actually. He'll be a very good character. Partially, and all, by the way, the reason I've got all their health up to 9999 is with the use of the HP plus 80. I've just put that on for everyone, so that helps with that. And because I don't need to worry about like strength bonuses, magic bonuses, anything like that, or move fine, or encounter none, anything like that, I've just put on loads of stat boosts. So like Irvine's got strength, magic plus 60, as well as magic plus 40, which is why his magic's maximum. Strength, Skull's got strength 40 and 20. If I had a strength 60, I'd put that on and free up something else, but I don't. Spirit plus 40. He's got Invincible HP plus 80. And Selphie's got magic 40 and 60, HP plus 80%. I've also got an expend free one, but I'm actually going to check it. I'm going to put on all haste. That's going to be more overall useful, I think. And also their abilities have changed as well. In respect that, let's see, yeah, Squall has got Guardian Force, which... Actually, does he need Guardian Force? What Guardian Force has he got? No, actually, that's no, he's going to take... No, we'll take Guardian Force. We're going to put on... Put on item. We're going to have Selphie, who has Guardian Force, because she's got Eden. She's also got the Defend command. This is very important. There are 2 Defend commands available in the game. From the Cactuar and Brothers Guardian Forces. You need both of them, and you want to put them on 2 different characters. Like, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to put Defend on for... Yeah, I'm going to put Defend on for Recover, because I've also done a lot of buying off screen. I've got a load of X potions to use with the item command, as well as a couple of bits and pieces, but mainly just getting a load of X potions, because we're going to need those. Because Kuraka is not always going to cut it. Other than that, there isn't really anything else that comes to mind, really, folks. You don't have to worry, actually. You don't need to worry about when you're junctioning spells. You want to get these as high as you physically can. Don't have to worry about elemental defense. Omega Weapon does not use any elemental attacks. Do not worry about elemental attack because Omega Weapon absorbs all elements, so you want to avoid that. And status attack and defense, you don't have to worry about because the only status that he will use is level 5 death. But they block that anyway, so they're not level 5. And status attack, I don't think any work that we can make of any use of, other than obviously like a VIII, which we can't junction on. So, you know, just basically beef up these stats as much as you can. HP's got to be 9999. Bolster strength, bolster the magic, bolster the speed. Are the main three, so you want to triple all of them, and you know, just get those as high as you physically can. And you should be reasonably good to go with your 2 defend commands. I've got revive, which I suppose I could have done with on like Irvine, but it's not going to happen that way. I'm going to keep up the score with it because he's going to be main damage dealer really. Irvine will be like the usual sort of support, and Selfie's going to be trying to stick to magic, and she's obviously got her slot ability, which will also play into things as well, and she's also got Eden, which is pretty good. Righto. So other than that, yeah. So that's about all that needs to be done as far as preparation is concerned. You can prepare a lot more if you want. You know, again, give them up 100 or max out stats, but I'm not going to do it. I don't quite know how long this fight is going to take, folks, although considering he's got 1.1 million health, if you're about to take on this fight, make sure you're prepared for a bit of a long haul, folks. I mean, like, I'm sitting here, I've got a drink with me, I've got some ginger nut biscuits, for God's sakes, you know, because this is not going to be a 2, 3, 4 minute encounter, and if it is a 2, 3, 4 minute encounter, it is because you are dead. So be prepared for a bit of a long haul. This is not going to be quick, folks, I assure you. Hell, if I can get off a couple Lionheart shots with Squall, which is a 1 in 8 shot chance of his limit break, that's a bonus. But there is no way that is likely to happen. So we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully, we're going to get this, folks. Basically, what we need to do is you've got obviously 2 parties. You need to get the party that you're going to fight Omega Weapon with here at the courtyard, folks. You need them here. And then what you want to do is you want to switch to your other party, which you have positioned south of the gallery puzzle, in this little stairway here. And the reason for that, and don't bother trying to change junction or anything like that, it's not worth your time, and you don't have the time for it anyways, is because something I've not mentioned about is on the left here. In fact, actually, I tell you what I think I'm going to do. Just in case, because you don't want to get in a random encounter here, I'm just going to quickly... One thing I will do, if we head to our guard... No, not guard. Head to abilities. Got... I'm going to put encounter none on, just for the moment. Just so we don't get into any random fights. I'm just going to check for guiding forces, because as well, if you defeat Omega, you get 250 ability points. So you're better off putting on something really huge. It will take forever. Like, I'm going to put on just things that will take the most amount of time. I'll put on rare item, because no one has that. Capsule, I'll put on expend to 1, yeah, why not? Tomberry, nearly done anyways. Eden's nearly got so much, fast 40%, that would be really nice to have that. Never mind, I'll manage. Luck plus 50, nah, expend. Right. That is all the preparation now. So we've encountered none on. Let's switch to our other party. Now, when you're here, folks, you'll find there's a little, oh God, this game. Something I've not shown yet is if you look on the left side of the map, it's kind of hard to see. If you walk along here. Come around here, there's a little thing you can ring here. There's a little cable or something. Monsters can be heard roaring far away, folks. Now, what this does is activates this bell. You now have 1 minute to find Omega Weapon to fight him. So what you need to do is, when the game lets you, get back to this, switch to the other party. You've got to be quick about this. This will not be fast. Get over here. Whoops, wrong one. Now you want to run into the chapel here. Remember that little purple ori thing that we've been seeing the whole time? It was there for a reason. That is Omega Weapon. Now quickly, get into your junctions. Turn off your encounter none. Let's get the magic plus 40 on. And let us begin one hell of a fight, folks. It's superboss time! Now, like I said, this guy has got a very predictable, a linear, whatchamacallit, a linear battle pattern. So we're going to make use of this now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scan him. Now, the first thing he will do as well is he's going to use level 5 death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Cerberus to get doubles and triples going for everyone. Stronger than Ultimate Weapon, Omega Weapon is the strongest monster. It is bad luck to run into this monster. Like I said, he is a fixed level 100 in the PlayStation version. Apparently in the PC version, his level is variable like any other monster. But in the PS1 version, it's fixed 100. So this should be fascinating. Let's get Cerberus going. Let's get a Protect up on Squall. Now the thing is, because Irvine and Selfie have got defend commands, this is important. Squall doesn't, so I'm going to see if I can't try and save his life. It's unlikely to work though. Ha! You missed! Scumbag! Right, next Meltdown. We want to get him hit with VIII. We could use, you can use Doom Train as well if you want, but Doom Train is, has a dark element or whatever the hell it is. So he will actually absorb that damage, funny enough. But VIII is important. Right, next we want to get some haste going, might as well. We need to get as many turns as we can, you know. This guy's pretty quick. Now also, as well, I noticed, as I said, he's got predictable attack pattern. His abilities are predictable. He can still randomly attack like that at any point. But, you know, nonetheless, that's just the way it goes. Either that or he's just not going to use level 5 death because no one's going to be hit by it. And of course Selfie's on auto haste, so we don't have to worry about casting haste now. We've got double protection for everyone, which is good. Now if you can use level 5 death, we're just going to move on here. We'll find out in a moment. Right, haste Irvine. Right, okay, so we've got triples, so we might as well start nailing him. Let us start with, I've got to be careful, I can't use meteor spells against him because Selfie's got that junction to a health. Flare I can use though. I've got no problem with flare. But it's just simply a matter of now, it's all about wearing down Omega Weapon's ridiculously high health. And I mean, you know, it is huge! This is not going to be quick. You know, and you'll see on the video how long this is going to take, folks, and I'm not expecting it to be quick at all. Have that, sir! Now, I could consider using Berserk for Squall, but I don't want to. I need to retain control. Right, let's use a spell against him. Let's go with... we've got, oh, so you got Junction to help, so we can do that. Again, gotta stick to non-elemental stuff. Can't get involved in it. Maybe I should have put the, what should I call it? The, expend 3 1. That might have been a good idea. Right, let's just put protect on everyone. We might as well, in case he wants to try and be clever, which I suspect he probably will. I put some shells up, can't really justify it to work, and actually that's probably not a good idea. Right, so everyone's got projectiles, that's good. So let's start whacking him. Simple as that. Just start hitting putting the hurt on. Again, Flare, she's got junction to her strength up as Selfie. Got a meteor on her. Ultra's on her magic. So Flare must be on her strength, which doesn't worry me because she's not really physically attacking. That's not a worry of mine. So I mean, like normally, they've already got about sort of 60-70,000 health damage, which is pretty good. I'll tell you what I will do. Here's level 5 death, folks. So like I said, doesn't matter. We're all immune to it. He can't do anything to us. Right. So now that he's used level 5 death, and I tell you what I'm going to do with Selfie is I'm going to put on Eden. I haven't shown it yet. Damn this. Now that he's used level 5 death, the next ability he will use is Meteor, which you don't really have to worry about. It's not particularly life-threatening, to be quite honest. Although Eden's going to have to be quick in summoning now. And I mean quick. Now Meteor will do a huge amount of damage. It's not exactly life-threatening, but you must heal. Because coming after this, it's Megiddo Flame, which will do the 9998. So everyone needs to now heal. Immediately. Which means we'll use high potions because we can use them. If you have to use an X potion or use Drug, whatever the hell you want to use it. Use whatever is necessary. Now, at least if it does get used on Eden, then you know, it's not so bad. But I'd rather it gets through. Come on. Yes, missed. Thank God. Now, please, Eden, please get your hit off. I'm begging you. Don't die now. Come on, hit. Thank God he used another physical attack. Although, Irvine's now going to need healing. Yes, Eden! I haven't actually shown us off the LP either. As I said, one of the attacks that can break the damage limit, folks. The lucky thing for you, though, is that its summon animation is so long. You've got no problem to get this guy getting up to 255 percentage, 250, whatever that is. You don't even need to take any risks boosting. No risk required. Get up to 250, max as you can see here, and then just sit back and watch the damage come. Like I said, I haven't shown off Eden yet. It's a bit freaking strange if you ask me. I have seen it myself. What exactly is Eden meant to be anyway? Some of them are kind of obvious, but bending space and time, which is pretty damn impressive. That's the planet. Whoa. Like I said, you got plenty of time to boost this up to 250. You could probably boost it, lose 250, start again, lose it, probably boost it back up again. That stuff. A pretty big bang. Invite 0, 23,000 damage. Very good Selfie. Right. High potion line. There we go. Some more flares at him. But I'm trying to and keep someone back here. I want to keep us ready, although we've got haste on, which should be fine. Because although Megiddo Flame is one of its strongest attacks, it's also one of its biggest weaknesses because it puts everyone down to 1 HP. Obviously, limit rage can start flying out here, and also because the next ability that it uses is Ravager, which does 75% damage of your opponent's HP, but it can't actually kill. There's 9998, so now limit breaks can fly. And of course, being what it is, Oh, you got a custom Lionheart. Have some of that. Have some of that. Waste that son of a bitch. Maximum damage. Bang! That just did about... God knows how much damage. That must have been, what, a couple 100,000. And just fire as fast as you physically can. Meteor fire. Uh-oh. Oh, missed! Thank God, this is that evasion coming into play here. This is simply evasion coming into play. But you've just let loose on him, because if he can grab a jar, I don't know if it can actually, even with 1 damage, if it can kill him. I'm actually not quite sure. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it can't actually kill him. That was handy damage. That was about 30, 40,000. That was pretty useful. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to get... Oh, no. Oh. Fine, fast ammo. Just going to get a Curaga going here, just in case. Just to be on the safe side. Because I don't actually know. So I'm just going to be on the safe side here. While Squall just throws out the rental systems. Oh, it's not unique. I thought it was unique for Omega. Never mind. Ah, lovely. And just throw them out. Just throw as many as you can physically dish out. I mean, look at the damage Irvine's dealing. That is impressive. Number 1! Just a 4. Ah, he's not done anything either. Though surprisingly, it's taken a while, but again, this is because I've got all the haste and like... They all these character speed, they're all going at like almost 200 speed with auto haste. Which is absurd! Absolutely absurd! Well, I have lost complete track how much damage we've done to Omega. I have no idea. Let's use some pulse ammo, why not? I missed the first one. Very good, Squall. Very nice. You shall be rewarded for your efforts. Solid. Hyper shot! Have some of this, sir! 999! 9999! Pulse ammo for the win! It just did 60,000 damage! Oh god, the fun of just dishing out damage and damage. Squall must have done about 200,000 damage with the rental Lionheart. Because the sheer amount of hits, match dictates it must be somewhere around that figure. With the maximum damage. Triple Ultimate's not too shabby either, that's 20. Well, again, I've lost track of the jungle. Must have done 15,000, something like that, maybe. I don't actually quite know. But help! I don't care. Just keep throwing out the damage. Don't even need aura for this, really. No fated circle. Throw out some more ultimates. Why not? We can get some more ultimate spells. Actually, as far as saying about more ultimate spells, you may notice as well, I don't have any draw commands on, which I did deliberately, because I wanted the other commands available, and basically you can draw from Omega weapons. You can draw Flare, Meteor, Holy, as well as Ultimate from this guy. So if you want to, you can have character draw ultimates from him. If you feel like you want to start dancing with him sort of thing. I wouldn't do that personally, but hey. You know, you could be my guest there if you want to start doing that. But you can do it if you want to. If you want to start drawing ultimates from Omega weapon, by all means. But, you know, he is a super boss for a reason. I mean, everything would have died by now. Even the final boss of the game would be dead by this point. Rescue like number 5, I think. Something like that. I've only got around to using the defense yet. Oh, look at the time. I'm going to run out of far shots here. I'm actually out of far shots. That is different. Uh-oh. Ow! Fine. You're going to be like that. I'm healing selfie. Right, we're out of far shots. Which kind of, that's his big damage dealing ability. Pulse Hammer's not too far behind though, mind you. But all the rest, yeah, they're okay. Not getting many finishing blows, are you, Squall? Oh my god, this is... How many can we get off here, folks? I'm thinking about 8. There you go, there's 80,000 damage, courtesy of Irvine Kineas. Ah, man. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Pulse ammo and full life. Up you get, Squall. In a moment. Can't have you slacking now. One more. Yes. You gotta be kidding me. That is that, folks. That is that. Omega weapon has perished. With no invincibility. And he didn't even get to finish his attack pattern. He wasn't even halfway through it. Can't believe it. He wasn't even halfway through his attack pattern. I have just trounced the super boss of Final Fantasy VIII. I've never taken on before because obviously I've never been on disc 4 before. That is the honest to God the first time I have ever fought Omega weapon in my life, and I've just trounced it. I made that look really easy. That, wow. That's it. Omega weapon is dead. I won. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a shame Squall was dead, but I won. Awesome. And also, when you have defeated Omega weapon, you might be wondering, well, you know, well, for some people that might be a damn hard fight. Think, well, what kind of reward do you get? You get the 3 stars, which you can refine into the is it expend free 1, I believe, but most people, I'm not too worried about that. You can also refine it into 100 triples, which I'm probably going to do for some characters, get their, well, I may actually, I don't know, I probably will. But also, if you go into the tutorial, when you defeat Omega weapon, you get this, the proof of Omega, folks. And click on it. Congratulations, you defeated the world's strongest monster, Omega weapon, in Artemisia Castle. You are the finest fighter in the world. and that's it. That's the only reward you really get for taking out Omega with them, folks. Really, it's just smart props and some flashing writing there. That's it. But hey, at least you can say, you know, I beat the super boss of Final Fantasy VIII, folks. And I can't believe that he didn't even finish his attack cycle. Just the auto haste was what did it. The speed, he just couldn't keep up. He's got a few other attacks. I mean, like I say, he could have used Gravage, I'm pretty sure can't kill. The reason I put on all the defend commands, just people who want to know, you know, want to take it on themselves or whatever, they might well do after seeing what I just did, is he also, after Gravage, he then uses a bit called Terror Break. Basically, it's 16 physical hits that will do about 3,000–4,000 damage each. Now, you do your math, there is no way a party is going to survive that. You can put Protect on to half the damage. Hell, you can even put on Zombie, the Zombie status effect, which actually halves physical damage, believe it or not. But what you do here is put 2 characters on Defend. Defend nullifies physical damage. It also halves magical damage. And basically, one person will probably die, the other 2 will be okay. Use full life or full life, whatever you want to get him back up. After that, Omega will use Ultima. And then he'll use the light pillar attack that you saw the ultimate weapon used, which instantly kills a character, nothing you can do about it. And then from then, he then starts over at Meteor and cycles back through Megiddo Flame, Ravager, Terror Break, and he just carries on that sort of cycle, folks. A bit like also fighting Tiamat in a way. But well, I didn't get to show you half of it, folks, because I killed him so quick. I can't believe that. I honestly thought that was going to be like a long fight. That was going to be viciously difficult, and I've just wasted it. I can't believe that. Well, there you go, folks. Who said you needed invincibility for this fight? Who needed hero wars, holy wars and heroes? Who needs that? And I didn't even use an aura spell, for God's sake. I didn't even use that. Unbelievable. Well, that's where I'm going to leave this special video, folks, after having just... I can't believe I've done that. That is quite something. That I'm going to remember this for a while, having just absolutely destroyed the super boss of Final Fantasy VIII. I'm going to remember that. That's going to be a little feather in the cap. Just got to wait till other bosses like Ozma of Final Fantasy IX and the Eyes Mat of Final Fantasy XII. Oh god. We'll get to those bosses when we do there. Although, saying that, we ain't going to be doing either of those 2 games next. I'm probably going to be doing... I think I'm probably going to be doing Final Fantasy X next, actually. I'm looking at... I know it's normal for an update video, but hey, I'm probably looking at doing Final Fantasy X come sort of towards the winter. I'm looking at probably doing Final Fantasy X, which should be a lot of fun. And it's got some nasty bosses, folks, as well as some special bosses for particular versions of the game, a bit like Final Fantasy VII, the international version. So that'll be pretty good, but that's not right now. That's later on. This is now, and I have just made a mockery of this game. And on that bombshell, folks, that is where I'm going to leave it. So I thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope, if any of you are looking to actually take on Omega Weapon, I hope that shows you that actually it's not as hard as I first thought. I've heard from a lot of people it was pretty hard, but well, I didn't have any problems there. So there you go, folks. So I hope that helps you out, set up and everything, and to show that he's not quite as fearsome as, well, apparently he was once seen as, folks. So there you go. So thank you very much for watching, folks, and I will see you next time when we'll be moving on to the final section of the game, folks. We've done everything now. Only thing left to do now is to take on Ultimisia herself, bring an end to this time compression nonsense, and, well, get some revenge, really, for the amount of crap she's put us through. Good lord. But that'll be next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. So, ta-ra!